Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into it. What the heck? Hey everyone, my name's Justin. I'm here for Bucket List Entertainment. Here to welcome you to episode 11 of Peakton High School. In this episode, we're taking a look back at the very cringily named Hello Goodbye album. I want to make sure I get the order right. Zombies, aliens, vampires, dinosaurs. All with exclamation marks, I hope you can tell. A few quick reminders before we get given her here. This is an interactive show. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that throughout, get them in here, and I'll try my best to address them. Hello Goodbye, if you're not familiar, are a pop rock band from Huntington Beach, California. They started 20 years ago in 2001. In 2005, they won the Mountain Dew Battle of the Bands Dew Circuit Breakout and appeared on several episodes of The Real World. So I've never been on The Real World, so that's pretty fucking cool. Zombies, aliens, vampires, dinosaurs. I'm going to start calling it by one of those words because I'm not saying the whole thing each time, or we're never going to get out of here. That was released in 2006. It is the first of now 4 full lengths, the latest of which came out 3 years ago in 2018. With that seems like plenty of jibber jabber. I think let's get into it. So this starts out on a really like 303 kind of note. It's got some pretty obnoxious synth playing, some attempts at sounding sensual. If you're like me and you haven't listened to Dinosaurs in a long time, this was probably a big surprise. Because I didn't remember them being nearly this horny. But it's got the same, like music aside, it's got that same sort of whiny set of lyrics that we all know and love the band for. So they got that going for them. Moving on to one I'll remember a little better. The high school dance banger itself, Here in Your Arms. To be honest, I don't know that I have a lot to say about this song. It's got a pretty standard chord structure. It's got the, not technically good, but not bad singing that the band is known for. And I don't know, it's got the chorus that's stuck in my head all week and is going to continue to be there. If you know, you know. Let's leave it at that. From there, though, on a little more pop-punky side of things, it's heavier, at least by comparison to the rest of it. All Times Lows isn't... It's not a bad song. I'm going to say that. It's not a bad song. It's that same pop-punk mixed with synth that bands like Motion City Soundtrack or Zoloft, the Rock and Roll Destroyer were doing at the same time and a lot more interesting. So, I don't know. I listened to this song probably 5 times this week for the episode. I don't think I'm listening to it again, excuse me, anytime soon. On from there, we're playing I've lumped in Homewrecker and Stuck to You. Not because well, I've lumped them together because I think they check a lot of the same boxes. I'm not going to say they're particularly similar songs. They're just both. They both manage to show off musicianship without coming across as wienery, which is a difficult feat. So I'll commend them for that. It's probably not going to go down as my favorite on the album, but I will say it's a very nice change of pace in the midst of all this. In the midst, mainly, of songs like this one. We are now back to the classic Hello Goodbye formula. It's another catchy tune. I'm going to give them that. And it was a major player in the Never Shout Never type of ukulele folk pop that just dominated the mid 2000s. Had I not heard this song covered about 100 times that year in 06, I might have had fonder memories, but at the moment it's just given me a bit of a flashback that I could do without. From there, the eagle-eyed among you may notice that I skipped over Baby It's Fact. I lumped Figures A and B and Baby It's Fact together, not because they sound anything alike, because they don't. I just found them both incredibly boring, and I'm not going to bore you with them. The quick hits of it all, Baby It's Fact sounds like it should be in a toothpaste commercial, and what was the other one? I already forget the name. Figures A and B just sounds like a All-American Rejects reject. From there, though, we're getting synthy again. I saw it on your keyboard, and Touchdown Turnaround are very MySpace sounding songs to me. They both have the upbeat synth. They both have, Touchdown Turnaround has a lot of auto-tune. It's just the auditory equivalent of a yellow V-neck that's at least a size too small. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about them. They were of their time, is the nicest way I can put it. But wrapping her up, we have... Yeah. If it feels like I've been breezing through this album, it's because I wanted to get to this song. 2 Weeks in Hawaii is the codependency anthem of 2006 and is a personal attack against 16-year-old me. Throughout the song, Forrest Klein paints a picture of basically not being able to function because his girlfriend has gone to Hawaii, if you can imagine, with her parents. When I was in grade 10 or 11, my family and I went to Las Vegas for 10 days. And to ensure that my girlfriend at the time could bear being away from your boy for nearly a week and a half, we decided that I would sleep in the same shirt that week, the week leading up to it. And I would then put that shirt in a Tupperware and give it to her to have for the 10 days I was gone. And how neither of us ended up exchanging jars of urine or just cutting off appendages to leave with one another, I'm not sure. But I made it out okay. I made it out as okay as I get, I guess. But yeah, I didn't need Forrest Klein to attack me like that, is what I'm going to say. But with that, Well, kicked myself out there. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Anyways, that's the end of the album. Let's see. I would say it's easiest to think of this album as having two distinct sections. The first, not quite half, the first maybe 4 or 5 songs is, pardon me, on the more mature side of things, at least for this band. I'd say the instruments are a little more purposeful. There's no real auto-tune to speak of, and when it is there, it's kind of sparing. Songs like Homewrecker kind of give you a hint at what the band was going to do on later albums, like Would It Kill You? The latter half of the album, however, is just peak fucking MySpace synth pop rock. There's no denying how catchy some of these songs still are. They may scratch a nostalgia itch for you, but trying to listen to a song like Touchdown Turnaround with fresh ears it's difficult not to wince your way through it. But with that, I'm going to start wrapping her up here. If you have any questions, get them in now. As far as other albums that came out in 2006, we had None More Black put out This Is Satire. The Lawrence Arms put out Oh Calcutta. I Hate Sally put out Don't Worry Lady. We've visited 2006 a lot, so I'm trying to make sure I don't repeat any of these. As far as some more recent stuff that is worth checking out, I would recommend Shadow League. They have an album called Keep This Place Sunny. Boris has a new album called No, and Sincere Engineer has a new short album called Coming In Last. Thank you once again to everyone who tuned in. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you as well. Make sure you follow Bucket List Entertainment on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Last week, Jason had a nice little chat with Jake of Rivers of Nile, and tomorrow evening, Jason and Liz are going to be tag teaming an interview with the band Fane right here on the Bucket List Facebook page. If you have any album suggestions you'd like to see me talk about or anything of that nature, you can send them to me on Instagram at JustinDoesWords. Other than that, thank you all. Thanks for joining. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your Monday.